I'm going to start with you, Shannon.
Yes.
What do you make of this beef? Whose side are you on?
Look, I was one of the ones I didn't like the move that KD made only because he went to Golden State. They're 73-9, but he was a free agent. He's free to go wherever he wants to go. But I'm on KD's side. But I need KD to have turtle shell for skin and not onion skin, which is thin, because he hears everything. The problem that I got with CJ is that you had him on your podcast. You could have said you were soft to his face for going to join Golden State. You don't wait till the man leave and then get thumb muscles and start tweeting. See, that's that keyboard courage, Skip. I tell you, boy, a lot of them got it. You man in front of you. Oh, man, I thought, well, how y'all get, yeah. Now he got thumb muscles. Now you don't, oh, yeah, you soft.
And the man across from me reads all those guys out there?
No. I don't
read all the responses?
I don't.
Yes, you do.
How you know what I read? But that's when I pass you, I'm going to read all those, too, as I pass you.
When you pass me, you have like 1/5 of what I have.
So, got to start somewhere. But anyway, and then he on things say, well, I think the B is harsh, but soft is a, whoa, what you mean, but?
He was responding to somebody on Twitter who had said, should we go to the B word?
Yeah. All I'm saying is this. What? Bro, you had the guy there. Say, Katie, you soft. There's no way you should. A guy of your caliber should have no way go join Golden State. They were 73-9. Bro, y'all had them down 3-1. You stay there and beat them. You don't go join them because you couldn't beat them. You had him on your podcast. Everything that they were responding to and you responding to on Twitter, you could have asked KD.
Correct.
But now he goes away, and now all of a sudden you got so much to say. That's my problem. If you the man that you want to be in this business, you got to stand behind what you say when the guy's sitting right there. You got to say it.
Well, I do think CJ on the podcast, he referenced, when he's talking about Boogie, he said, I hated it even worse when you went to the Warriors or something to that effect. So he brought up the move to the Warriors. Then he did ask him about Boogie, like say, man, that's, And so I give CJ a little more credit than you. And I give KD credit for saying, y'all wasn't going to win a championship. So I credit both of them for speaking their minds. However, here's two things. One, if you're KD and you go to a 73-win team that won a championship before you, I didn't criticize him when he went. We all have given him love for leading that team to championships and being the finals MVP. But I got to be honest, I think it's hard to talk trash in that situation. I think you should win gracefully because you're not going to win the trash talk debate when you went to the 73-9 team that won it without you, and then you want to brag. You just win gracefully and be classy about it and let people be mad if they want. But I can always come back, man, they ain't even need you. They could have won it without you. That's always going to be the argument.
Because they won it without you.
Exactly. Now, so I think that I will say this with CJ. I didn't criticize LeBron for going to Miami or KD for going to Golden State. But I did feel like both of them sold themselves short. I thought LeBron was good enough to lead that cast of role players in Cleveland to championships or a championship. And I felt KD, you had the 73-win team down 3-1. I felt they were good enough to win a championship. So, look, at the end of the day, 15, 20 years from now, people may just look at they got rings. But I felt both of them did sell themselves short when they went to these teams that were stacked.
So you're slightly on CJ's side? Is that your bottom line?
I get where he's coming from that, I don't like him. I mean, look, I like him speaking his mind, and if he thought it was soft, then it was soft. Here's what I do like. I think this is all motivating the Warriors. They have so much motivation this year. You added Boogie. That's motivation to make him fit in. LeBron went to the Lakers, came to the West. That's motivation. Now CJ calling you out. Look, I would love for the Warriors to say, you know what? We're tired of all this. We're going to go out and break the 73-win record. Because if they want to be, they should, maybe, especially if this is their last hurrah, they should go out saying, we want to prove beyond the shadow of a doubt we are the best team in NBA history. Let's go 77-5.
75. I'll say 75. I'll say 75. 75 and 7 is real.
As long as they break the 73 and win a championship, I don't think you could argue They'd probably be the best team ever.
Let's beat the Lakers by an average of 25 points 4 straight times.
Why you bringing up the Lakers? This is about CJ and KD.
Because Magic keeps bringing up Golden State, right? He keeps calling out Golden State.
That's another motivation.
Yeah.
Right.
4 times by 25-point average.
CJ and KD.
I am with you times 10 because I am completely on Kevin Durant's side, whether he was speaking from a position of strength or not. CJ has made noise about criticizing Kevin's decision. He hasn't called him soft, but he had already made some noise about he shouldn't have left Oklahoma City and gone to Golden State. So that's why Kevin went on combatively, like he wanted to, if it was going to resort to trash talk, whatever it was. And I thought Kevin went on and just handed it to CJ on his own podcast because he was just relentless on him. He pulled no punches. He was just in your face.
Bro, y'all not going to win.
Yeah, he just said, he was laughing at him. You're going to win a championship. No, you're not going to win any championship. And then CJ said, well, we're the 3 seed. He said, yeah. And then what happened? You played like an 8 seed. That's what he got. You played like an 8 seed. Boom. That's on your podcast. And now CJ has to put that out there, right? You know. So then CJ gets that keyboard courage. That was soft.
Yeah.
That was as soft as you can get. Now you're going to go to your keyboard and say, oh, he was soft. Well, we can't go quite to the B word, but he actually acknowledged, well, you could kind of go up in that range somewhere.
He used an analogy.
Okay. Well, and then to Kevin's credit, and again, I know he's got thin skin, but on this one, he's just saying, wait a minute, I just did your podcast, and then you go to Twitter and blast me and call me soft?
Yeah,
then he goes to snake in the grass.
I see y'all.
CJ tried to afterwards, CJ tried, I'm not talking anymore.
Yeah.
No, he said, CJ even said, there's no beef. No, there's beef now. Like, when you listen to the podcast, obviously both of them were speaking truths that they really felt, but it was done in a joking manner. Laughing, it was lighthearted.
Yeah.
But the tweets are what got serious. And now there's real beef. There's no way KD is going to let this go.
No. No, should he? You ain't finna have me on your show and all the things that you could have asked me because you mentioned this before. Okay, I know going on what you said about me in the past. Okay, I'm coming on the show, and if you ask me, I'm going to answer it honestly.
Yep.
Now, I get there. You don't really ask me the questions, but when I leave, now you got so much to talk about. Whoa, bruh. You just had me on the podcast. You could have asked me all these questions. If you thought I was soft, then you should have said, hey, bro, you soft. Well, you know you. Man, please, that was a weak sauce move.
You could even say it in a way that was fun, but still serious.
KD.
Now maybe KD says to his teammates, let's go beat Portland 4 times by an average of 35 points.
Exactly.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
They're capable.
KD he's really interesting because since he's gone to Golden State.
Oh, man, KD.
He's been shooting down everybody that says something. Like, I really think, and he's told me this personally, he really seems, people told me the move he made to Golden State was the first move of his life where he did it just because he wanted to. He wasn't worried about pleasing others. And he really does seem like he doesn't care. On one hand, he doesn't care what people say. He's just going to do what he wants to do. But on the other hand, this is what makes it interesting. He does seem to have soft skin.
Like everything.
Yeah, he's responding to every little slight. So on the one hand, you're doing what you want to do. Forget what people think about it. On the other hand,
just don't criticize me for doing it.
And concerned about people criticizing.
It's the water. You know, you got that. You know, Tupac was, spent some time in Oakland. 40 water, E40 out there, Mac Dre, the Loonies. So, KD got real hard. I mean, he was already 7 foot. He go join the 73 or 9 team, Skip. Now he like 10 foot tall. They look at it, they're like, KD, bro, at the time you made that move, by any metric, you were the second best player in basketball. You go join a team that had a 2-time MVP, the first, and one of those unanimous. They were 73 and 9. Bro, they got the third.
You had them beat. You had them beat.
And look,
do you agree that, again, it's hard to talk trash?
Yeah, it is.
In that situation?
Yeah.
Now, you're right. He did a good job.
That's like Julio Jones going to join the Patriots and talking trash. Bruh, how you going to talk trash playing with Tom Brady?
I'm not sure I've ever seen any player have more pressure on him going into an NBA Finals than Kevin Durant had, not this past year, but 2 years back. His first time around with Golden State.
Yeah.
The NBA world was waiting for him to fall on his face because he had left Russell Westbrook and joined the champions. And what did he do? Man, I didn't think he had that in him.
35,
he
8.
shown.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, he was unbelievable.
Wow. Do you know the weight of the world on him? And remember, we had his mom on the show, and she was so proud of him because she knew what he'd gone through.
But Skip, the dude in all of his playoff game in the finals, he was averaging over 30 points a game.
Yeah.
So I was not shocked. I was maybe kind of, naive. I was not shocked that he played that well, considering that in all the finals, even against the ones he lost in OKC to the Heat, he was still over 30 points a game.
So I always tell you, don't read all that negativity on Twitter. Just erase it. Don't block it out.
Let me see what they're saying about you right now.
Well, you're
They say I got you,
Wait,
Skip.
You're,
That what they be saying.
You're that 1 out of 10 that says, "Oh, you owned him."
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, they say, oh, you got Skip today. They say, oh, you got
Say,
it.
for that one.
I'm good. I need reinforcement. I'm in the Hall of Fame, and I need somebody on Twitter to tell me I'm okay.
All I'm saying,
Right?
Mark,
Come on,
okay,
what are
today
you
is
doing?
7/26/2018.
Okay. All right.
By 2020, I'm going to catch you and pass you in Twitter followers.
Okay, let's bet 9,000 cases of Diet Mountain Dew right now. I'm betting 9,000.
I bet
By the way,
100.
100,000?
100 cases of do.
100 cases. We got it because you owe me $1 billion because you bet me $1 billion on Nick Foles, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll be up. Ooh, I don't know when I'm going to have like 2 swimming pools full of
Just-
Diet
You're going to be moved to Malibu.
So,
you and Ernestine about to
my
move
point
out to
on Kevin
Malibu.
Durant is he reads
next
all
to
the
Katie?
negativity. He lets it go
He
in
does.
his psyche. He lets it go in his heart and soul, and then he goes out and performs.
Maybe that's his fuel.
I guess.
Maybe
I
that's
don't
his
know.
fuel.
You have to know yourself. There are some players that couldn't read it.
Yes.
I think
After a while,
LeBron,
it
at
would
least
just tear
early
you
in his
down.
career, that's why I believe he went dark. What is it? Dark.
The 0 dark 30.
Zero
He
dark
does.
30.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
he did.
'cause-
He finally said, "I don't need this.
Yep.
It doesn't do me any good."
Jordan, it drove him.
Yep.
Jordan, he would find anything to do.
Okay, but that's
look
just
for
looking at an opponent. He needs one opponent to look sideways at him, and he says, I'll get that guy. He told me
Do you
that night,
see-
and John Calipari, who's coaching the New Jersey Nets, I said, what are you doing? He scored like 50 on him. I said, do you know John Calipari? He said, I don't know him. I just don't like the way he handles himself. Like he just decided he just didn't like the way
He find anything to motivate him to go drop 50 on somebody.
What?
CJ has said that he thinks KD should go to a team and lead it to a championship. Like a team that isn't, and again, going to the Lakers with LeBron wouldn't fit the bill.
Well, KD said I did.
What did he just do?
He said I went to Golden State. I
No,
led
but so you don't think he leads them? He's the best player, but
Don't you think
Take the
Steph
Wizards.
took
You
a
say take the
back seat?
You said
what
take
if
the
he
Wizards.
went back? What if he went to? He won't. But what if he went to OKC and led them to the championship?
You know what? I just feel in my heart of hearts that bridge is burned between him and Russ. I just believe it's burned.